Yeah, if you want.
Okay, we on? We live?
We are live.
Good afternoon and welcome Good afternoon and welcome to the first ever Big Jelly podcast and show part one. A lot of topics to discuss today. We are not a political network. We don't discuss politics. We discuss nonsense. So please don't anybody ever listen to us about anything political. We're just a regular podcast that discusses nonsense and stupid stuff, more or less, for the most part. I'm here with the coach. Can I say your name or?
Yeah, well, it's on my channel. I'm sure they know.
Oh, that's right. The coach, Dan Miz, who's come to be known as the Jaime Escalante of the Yeshiva League, of Yeshiva basketball.
You're going to explain that?
Yeah, of course. For those who can't remember who Jaime Escalante was, he came to East LA from Bolivia or Peru or one of these countries in the Central America, and he got these kids to learn calculus. And what Danny Mizrahi did was he took a coaching job at a yeshiva, where primarily Torah was studied, and he took a bunch of kids, seldom played basketball, and delivered a championship to the school for the first time ever in the school history. Talmudic scholars, yeshiva students, and he took them and he made them into winners, which is, as the Syrians would like to say, beautiful accomplishment. Beautiful.
Who says that?
I mean, CM says that, and Mr. Boomerang, Chesed Boomerang, give a plug out to the wonderful book about doing good deeds and doing a lot of charitable works from Mr. Boomerang himself. We're live at the Big Jelly studio headquarters. Just to let you know, guys, also we have a very, very...
show yes, everybody?
That's okay. That's where the boss sits. But that's... okay.
My little office right over there.
That's Mr. Vacuum, Mr. Oric, the only vacuum fixer in Brooklyn. Ladies and gentlemen, so if you need a vacuum fix, please come to Dan Miz, 718-637-0086. He's not a sponsor, but he'll get a free plug because he's the engineer of the show. Okay, topics to discuss today, the coronavirus. Firstly, after...
Well, before we start, I just want to thank my creator for you and your partner / boss, Ira Brucey Horowitz, for welcoming me into this lovely place, into the Big Jelly family.
Of course.
I was out on the street. I was out on the street literally, and you brought me in. No rent, no electricity.
Beautiful.
I'm talking about me, not somebody else.
Well, just to let the audience know, Danny came. He did come in from the street after, unfortunately, closing his store due to the coronavirus. But Danny, the chesed that he did for me, by letting me store boxes in his place, by helping me with moving boxes.
I'm blushing.
I had the whole basement to myself, whatever it was. I set up an office over there. And plus, let's not forget all the Brucey boxes that he stored there for 7 years. So it's a big thing there. So as they say in Hebrew, hakaras hatov, recognition of the good, which is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing.
Wait. Can I break some more news?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to be the first to wish you a mazel tov. Congratulations on your becoming a father again.
Well, it didn't happen yet, so it doesn't make a difference.
You're going to become a father again, right? I believe.
Well, I don't know, in June.
In June. Very nice.
We'll talk about it in June.
Well, I'm thinking, do you have any names?
No names yet.
Okay, I have a good name suggestion.
Okay, throw it out. Okay. You want to throw it out?
Yeah, I think maybe after your father-in-law, name it Timmy.
Okay, Timmy. Okay, we'll write it down. Timmy, let me get a pencil and paper. Ira after Ira Horowitz?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't mention. I'm not allowed to mention his name, so we might have to edit that. So Timmy,
Ira.
How about IRS? We'll say instead of IRS. Okay.
And if it's a girl, Ray.
After,
or Hilda.
Hilda
Liniato.
After Grandma Hilda, your Grandma Hilda.
Yes, God rest his soul.
We're not going to mention the story of you and Grandma Hilda, of course, because the last time I mentioned the story, just let people know in the audience that Danny has special powers. This is coming from a guy who used to pray for it to rain in Deal in the summers, and he used to rain in Deal. Tournaments canceled, no basketball on Saturdays. This guy, I'm telling you, I said something bad to his parents one time about him that had the worst week of my life. I lost a customer, but went bankrupt on me. He screwed me a lot of money. I got stitches in my eye. I got a flat tire. It was the worst week of my life.
I apologize.
So, I mean, just know his power. He's like the modern version of, what's his name? Honi Hameagil. So that's what we'll call him. Now he's got two names, Jaime Escalante and Honi Hameagil.
Oh, another name. What about Chaim? That's a good name. Chaim Liniato.
Okay,
for
maybe.
a boy. Rose for a girl.
That's after Grandma.
Yes, yes, that would be nice. Rosaliana, why not?
Beautiful. Okay, are we done with the names, or you have any more names?
No, that's it for now. I'll think of some.
Okay, let's talk about Corona.
But honestly, before we start again, I've never seen you happier with the baby. I can't say her name. Baby R.
Whatever.
Beautiful girl.
Okay, in a hurry.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I've never seen you happier.
Okay.
And can I say, seriously?
Thank you.
I am so jealous of you.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to text.
I'm jealous of you. Should we proceed or no?
Yes. I forgot to text Joseph that we are live.
Oh, we're live now on Facebook? On YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Okay, text Joseph, tell him.
We are live.
The word of the day for us gentlemen here is, and the theme of this podcast and the theme of this show is Achdus. As Heshi Tesla always said, Achdus. Achdus. What does Achdus mean, Coach?
By the way, is there a time limit on this? I know you're very sensitive.
We're going to try to make it short because most people's attention span are very, very low.
Yes.
So I don't know where we reached, but we just have the few topics to discuss. We want to discuss about the coronavirus. We want to discuss about Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Okay, Corona. How'd you get Corona?
Well, of course, I mean, first of all, I don't wish Corona on anybody. It's some people get it mildly, and it's not like, like President Trump used to say, mild flu. It does a lot of stuff.
I thought we weren't being political.
No, you're right.
Yes.
It does a lot on your psyche, and you sit there and you wait for the symptoms to get worse and worse. But thankfully, my symptoms were not terrible. I still can't smell, and fortunately for me or my wife or whatever it is, that I still have gas immunity in the house. So whatever it is.
So how'd you get it? What's the story with that? How'd you find out?
I found out there was a colleague of mine that was not feeling good on Friday.
Is his initials IBH?
I don't know.
IBH.
I'm not getting into it, but I didn't want to talk about. I'm going to talk about my Corona experience. If you want to talk about your Corona experience,
there's no Corona. I put up a lot of stuff.
Well, basically, just to let you guys know, Corona is not a hoax. It's not something that's like a mild flu and it goes away, it disappears.
Oh, got another name suggestion. Janice Lignano.
Thank you. It's not a hoax. But the bottom line is, a colleague got Corona. I tested positive the following Monday. I had to isolate in my parents' house, and this special bedroom by myself. They had a bathroom over there. Isolated there. I got some symptoms, chills, not feeling well. For the most part, whatever it is. I mean, I still feel some residual effects from the coronavirus a little bit a month later. That's why we're both not wearing masks now. But so let me ask you. So the person that you got it from, was he wearing a mask? His body, his choice. That's the answer to the question. I'm not just saying. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But all I'm weren't you in the car with him? I mean, how could you not say for sure? All I'm telling you is, certain people don't believe in masks. And Big Jelly says hello. Oh, the original Big Jelly. Oh, he's online now? Yes, he is. He is. Yes. Welcome, Big Jelly, to the show. Yes. So, by the way, you should see him. If you want to get your body, I know absolutely. You always complaining about your body. Big Jelly. Those guys. We have to ask him his motivation of why he works out also. That's a good. Maybe you bring him in. Maybe GIRLS. GIRLS. Big Jelly, for you, you could take this and spank somebody one day with this. So anyways, I got the Corona. I don't wish the Corona on anybody, but the bottom line is now they're having all these strains, all these variants. Wait. So you were in the car with somebody, you don't say. I don't know. But no, if I get in the car with you, would you tell me to put on my mask? Absolutely. All right. Absolutely. Why didn't you tell this person? I did, but he didn't have one. All right. You just didn't. Whatever it is. Where's the 500 masks that you have that you sell? I have thousands of masks here, but it's irrelevant now. All right. I know you're pushing the story, and this is supposed to be about you. But not about me. Well, this is about because I got the residue of you getting it where he gave it to you, you gave it to me, because it's a very small. It's just kind of like a chad god you have the coronavirus. Who's the malacham of it? No, but you told me at that time when you got it, you were very upset that he put people's lives in danger. I didn't never said that. Oh. I can't. I don't know if it's him. I don't know who it is. The bottom line is it's over, and I'm just telling you, I don't wish it on anybody because thank God, because again, the symptoms are horrible. You have to be away from everybody. You have to be isolated. The symptoms weren't horrible again, but the bottom line is, and the point is that it's just the fear. The anxiety and the fear of potentially getting worse, because you see young people going to the hospital and you see people not coming out of this, and it's very, we have a question. We have a question. What's the question? IRA is there after the Meshuggahs that was caused. The what? The Meshuggahs that was caused. Yes, he's still here. He's on vacation. He's been working very hard under a lot of stress lately, dealing with him. This is like your fifth brother, man. This is a lot of fun, I have to say. But I want to talk about the variants.
Well, one other question.
Again, go ahead.
Who is the owner of Big Jelly? Or is it 50-50? Is IBH a 50% partner like here, or is you have total control?
I'm not talking about this.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about. I want to talk about the variants.
No, I want to know what's the renters do, who to pay, you or him.
You pay me.
Okay.
Okay. Now back to the variant, the coronavirus variant. Okay. Now they have this UK variant. They have a South African variant.
Yeah.
Now, where do these variants come from? Who invents this kind of stuff, man? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Do you know how these things come about?
Well, if people listened to me years ago, not shake hands and.
Well, you were prophetic. You were well ahead of your time.
Yeah.
I remember you, a prominent member of the community, very rich, very powerful.
Oh, we might have a special guest dropping by. Oh, somebody that you look up to that you named the CM notes after him.
The CM notes. Who's dropping by?
Big Jelly said CM might be stopping by.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Ask Big Jelly if CM got canceled. Conservatives.
Oh, that's right.
Canceling shh. We do enjoy his show. Charles Fitzgerald, his show. Great show. Mike Lindell. He had Mike Huckabee, Governor Huckabee, Sarah Palin. A lot of people. Kevin
by the way, it's
wife.
11 minutes into it already, so I think you have like another 4 minutes.
Because I wanted to talk about the variant. Now, the variant.
Well, more important, you another kid, a guy that I remember saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna have kids."
This is coming from a guy who put a kippah, a yarmulke on a dog. A yarmulke on a dog. It made somebody very, very upset. The person was crying. The person was crying because you disrespected Judaism. Shame on you. Disgusting. Okay, let's talk about the variant now. My question is, who invents it? What does it come up with? Is it like the iPhone where you have the iPhone 5 and now suddenly you have the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 9, the iPhone 11? Like, what's there not to stop like the Brazilian variant or the? How do we know this is over with all these variants? That's my question. I don't understand.
It's like Dr. Aga said. Once the body fights off one, then it has to find another way to get into your body.
So this is a never-ending thing.
Right.
There's 183 countries, 181 UN member states. Soon it's going to be the Marshall Islands variant. And
yes.
So that's it.
Yes.
So the virus keeps getting upgraded.
Yes. And
we just have to keep upgrading the vaccine.
Well,
so it's kind of like updating your iPhone.
I know everybody wants this done because everybody wants the Big Jelly show to start again. Everybody missing the parades and all that.
Yeah, that was terrible.
People see. I haven't seen him show in a long time.
That was terrible.
When is Big Jelly going to come? I love his interviews with rabbis. I'm telling rabbis.
Did they watch a topless show of the rabbis?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Topless Day. Last Sunday in August, Women's Liberation Day. This was the 100th year of the. This past year, of course, we didn't have the march. For women's lib, very, very important civil rights cause for women to bear their breasts. A lot of these women are pioneers of their time. Susan B. Anthony's, the Harriet Tubmans, the Lisa G's, Lisa and the cult.
I know you go topless sometimes.
No,
are you?
Absolutely.
Do you want to lose weight?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
I know a guy, great guy.
Okay.
He gets raises from you.
Sports.
I think you have to shave down your body first.
It's okay. I use the man groomer occasionally, but let's talk about sports now.
Big Jelly said humanity will die out from a pandemic or disease before it dies from nuclear war.
Maybe.
See,
Big Jelly is a smart guy.
He learned from you. Who was his coach in 7th grade?
He learned a lesson, man. When I dumped him, I left him before not going to Young Israel.
You see that?
Fishbowl, man.
By the way, what's those pictures in the back?
I don't know. I didn't put them up there. Let's see.
Let me zoom in over there.
Beautiful.
Who is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Who is that?
I don't know. It's good family. I don't know who that is, but it's good. Now, getting back to what I was talking about. Hank Aaron, the great Hank Aaron, passed away. You know what's fascinating about Hank Aaron, Coach? First of all, Hank Aaron passed away. He broke Babe Ruth's home run record on the same day that Martin Luther King got assassinated, 6 years prior to that. If anybody knew that, April 4th, 1978. April 4th, 1974. And Dr. King got assassinated April 4th, 1968.
If you look at the back, if you look at the when he crossed on plate, you know who the first reporter there was to talk to him?
Who?
Craig Sager. God
rest his soul.
Yep. And the white suit. If you look at it, if anybody has time, go on YouTube, look at that. And the reason, by the way, his mother hugged him tight.
Because she wanted to take the bullet for him.
You see?
That's a beautiful story. Now, I'm going to ask the
audience. Would it be any true reading? have the gun and shoot you?
No, Rena would not do that to me. I want to ask you. I'm going to throw out two names.
I heard she's a big Wheel of Fortune fan.
Rena's
terrific. Tell that story. Tell that story. What you've been doing.
I will, but I want to.
Come on, it's a funny story.
No. For the sports fans, I want to ask. I want to ask these two names: Britt Gaston and Cliff Courtnoy. Do those names mean anything to you?
No.
Britt Gaston and Cliff Courtnoy. Do you know who they are?
No.
Remember after Hank Aaron hit the home run, there were two white guys running around the bases.
Yes, two guys. Yes.
Yes.
And he thought they were going to kill him.
Yes, they were two like students or two like young entrepreneurs or whatever it is who happened to be in the stand and just broke through and they ran with him and they just wanted to give him a hug. But the fact is that Hank Aaron was getting so many death threats and so many,
especially two white kids.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. And incidentally, I was reading about it. There was an article about it. They both went to the county jail. They both were bailed out for $100 at the time, charged with disorderly conduct and trespassing, but the charges were later dropped. And then they sat down for an interview with Hank Aaron afterwards. So again, two names, Britt Gaston and Cliff Courtnoy. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing their name right. They were held in a holding cell for 30 minutes, and they were bailed out for $100. Okay.
What was $100 in today's dollars?
I don't know. You have to look it up, 1974. So Hank Aaron broke the home run record on the same day that Martin Luther King was assassinated.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
it doesn't mean anything. It happens to be like, the people threatening Hank Aaron for his life. And he's rightfully the true home run king.
Right.
The recognized kind of. Would you agree with that or no, Coach?
Yes.
Now, the question of the day is, do you think when Alexandria, the honorable and distinguished and benevolent, most benevolent and merciful Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was working as a bartender, do you think she reported her tips to the IRS?
Again, I thought this wasn't big.
No, I'm asking a question.
Oh, it is.
It's not political. I'm just asking.
I don't like to.
I'm just asking. That's a question of the day.
LH. I don't want to talk bad about anybody.
That's right. Yes. You want to be like Coach Nesser. Oh, I shouldn't say his name. Well, now we have to edit it. Unbelievable. So now, back to the keep-out situation where you put a keep on a dog.
Yes.
You made a grown man cry. And this is 100% like, what was going through your head? Like, why would you do that? Take a symbol of the Jewish people and put it on a dog when you're not even allowed to have a dog. Disrespectful.
I apologize.
Okay. I mean, could you be a little more sincere about it? Did you apologize to the gentleman?
No, it's all right. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it.
No problem at all. Let's talk about Dr. Fauci.
Yes.
Fauci, or Fucci, as the Hasidics like to call him. I was thoroughly insulted that I didn't
Wait, before you did that, when do you think you'll be going live again? I know you want to do last week or two with the inauguration, but you didn't.
Well, we were supposed to go live about a month ago, but Corona derailed that.
So when will you be allowed to?
To go live again?
Yeah.
Oh, back out in the streets?
Yeah.
Oh, now, whenever I want.
Oh, okay.
I can. I have to find events. I mean, it's too cold, and I just have to find events.
See? I see there's cobwebs on this.
Big Jelly will be back, ladies and gentlemen. There will be rallies. There will be fights. There will be events. I mean, we're looking forward to a lot of exciting events coming up here. Hopefully, Corona will be gone, and just like that. I
know you're looking for editors to help you out because I didn't do a good job. You started yelling at me.
Oh, absolutely. You did a terrible job.
Thank you.
That's besides it.
All right.
Coach Mizrahi. Today is also the anniversary of Kobe Bryant,
yes.
God rest his soul, passing away in the helicopter crash.
I wasn't.
With his 13-year-old daughter and 8 or 9 other people there in the helicopter.
I did not. Terrible. I did not break the news on that.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Do you like all those A24 tributes that people do, or you think it's kind of like phony? People make it about themselves.
I think it's fantastic. Wouldn't it be great?
Okay, I guess so. But a lot of people like to make it about themselves. Like, they'll post, I was crying and I was this and I was that and I'm so sad and stuff like that, Like, I know a guy who was crying when, what's his name? Yves Claude Lorraine died, That's an excellent laugh soundtrack.
So it's already 18 minutes.
All right, so we're going to cut this podcast very, very
maybe
short.
20 minutes will be good.
Okay, but
I think the CM rules.
Oh, the CM rules. That's right.
Yeah.
So back to Dr. Fauci now, really quickly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think Dr. Fauci would make a great weatherman?
Why is that?
Because he's always flip-flopping on issues. He's always saying, it might rain, it might not rain, it could be bad, it could not be bad. So in other words, every day just go walk out with an umbrella in case it rains, and then you'll be okay.
Do mask work? I know you got into a fight with somebody.
I got into a fight with Heshy Katz about masks. I didn't get into a fight with him. I said,
that sound like it.
Here's what I said. He's adamant that masks don't work. He says masks don't work. It's a fraud. I said, I don't know if masks work, and I don't know if masks don't work. But the fact of the matter is, it's not going to hurt you if you wear a mask. So if you wear a mask, it's not going to hurt you. It could potentially help you. If you don't wear a mask, it could potentially hurt somebody if you don't wear a mask.
But aren't you sheep?
I'm a sheep. If you want to call me a sheep, I'll be a sheep. I just follow the rules. What am I going to do? And now you're going to start off with like the Tischler. Oh, what if they told you pack your belongings, go to the train station, and we're going to take you to somewhere safe? Are you going to do that? And I mean, there's no comparison. I mean, all these Shoah references are really, really disgusting and abhorrent that they should do that.
But I know you're not a Zionist anymore, right?
No, philo-Zionist.
Which means
I love the Zionists. I support the state. I support the cause, but I'm not a Zionist. I don't live in Israel. So if you don't live in Israel, you can't be a Zionist, correct?
You left, right? You ran away?
I didn't run away. My family left.
Oh,
I didn't serve in the army. I didn't do nothing.
Where is the family now?
My family, or in Brooklyn, Cedarhurst, and now Florida.
Wow.
Sam and Reno are in Florida.
How'd they get there?
They drove after moving. I mean, it's just... I can't even think about what my parents did.
Well, what'd they do? What do you mean?
They moved. Well, they sold their apartment, but who knows if the apartment is sold yet or not? Because they didn't have any closing, so they moved to another apartment. Okay.
So technically, they could have two houses right now.
Correct.
Okay.
But the good news is my father's closer to the shul.
Right. That's the important thing.
That's very, very important.
So how'd they get to Florida?
They drove.
Really?
Why do they drive?
Why do they drive?
Because they're out of their minds. Why do they drive? I don't know. I wish I could answer that question for you.
But everything went smooth. Nothing happened, right? They made it smooth?
They had a tire blowout.
Wow.
I think Gastonia, North Carolina, somewhere there. That was
well, they don't like the Jews, I think, huh?
I don't know. Wow.
So they could have got really seriously injured.
Nobody likes the Jews. Now, I have another question for you.
They made it there they made it there?
They made it there, thank God. They're enjoying the nice weather, thank God. My father's going to shul every day. My mother's going to the beach. She plays Wheel of Fortune. She likes her games. She likes to do whatever she likes to do over there.
What time is Wheel of Fortune on over there?
Well, Wheel of Fortune in Florida, just to let you know, it's at 6:30. So it's an hour before Wheel of Fortune over here.
Right.
So if you want to play Wheel of Fortune against somebody, if you know somebody in Florida, they can technically feed you the puzzles before. And
did you do that?
That way you can look smart.
Did you do that?
Yeah, me and Rena concocted a scheme. You see, my wife is like a Wheel of Fortune champion. She's very good with letters and numbers and stuff like that.
But she's a speech therapist, right? Yes. I heard they,
heavy hitters. Like JPK says. JPS, yes. JPS says. So we play Wheel of Fortune from time to time as a family event. And probably I get 2 out of 100 puzzles ahead of her. Like Heshy Katz always says, broken clock is even right. Snorted. So, I mean, but she was like astounded that I was getting all these puzzles so fast. And she even beat me because I can't do them so fast because then I'm showing like I'm cheating. So she didn't know what was going on. But then I had to spill it, once I got the bonus puzzle, the final puzzle, she was like, what's going on? She wouldn't have never caught on. But I told her the scheme that we were up to.
Oh, so one last question for me. How many bathrooms do you have in your...
I have one bathroom. Now, why would you ask that?
No, because I'm curious. Like, if somebody has to go...
The bathroom is terrible. The bathroom is terrible. It's just... the toilet seat is very low. It's just...
For $6,500, you expect...
It's not $6,500. That's a lie. You see...
I don't know.
Now you're purveying fake news. You're like Boaz the Yemenite. You're a fake news guy. Don't say that.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't know. You do know because I told you, but don't say that.
I don't remember.
But the bottom line is the one bathroom is terrible.
Is it more? 7,500? No,
it's much less. The bottom line is the one bathroom is not really good. It's not really conducive. I mean, I make 2 duties a week in my house, possibly. Overall. And I think we've overlapped in 3.5 years living in Manhattan, maybe 3 times. Maybe 3 times, which is okay. It happens. Like Juice says, it happens. Right?
Then people at Big Jelly have to get the shrapnel from over here for...
Well, let me remind you, who pays the rent over here?
Oh, that's true.
I can go to the bathroom as many times
as I want. That's true. That's a good point.
So that's my point.
That's a good point.
So I mean, we discussed about Hank Aaron. We discussed about Dr. Fucci. We discussed about
24 minutes, 20 seconds.
We have a very, very long and boring podcast.
You're a yenta.
I'm a big yenta.
You need to get it. It's the thing. Boom, 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 boom. You know what? You should watch CM show to see how it's done.
Well, CM is very thorough. He's very, it's very organized.
But you criticized him, I remember.
I did not criticize him. Criticize him about what? Give me the example.
What was it that he didn't listen to he didn't ask a question or something? I don't remember now.
Now you don't remember, so you don't have the facts. So now I'm playing gotcha with you like Heshy Cats playing gotcha. Quick question. Let's go to the sports segment of the topic. Fouling on a three. Fouling up three. Do you foul? What is your take?
Trust your defense.
Big machlokes.
Trust your defense.
Anytime. Is there any amount of seconds that you don't trust your defense?
Trust your defense.
1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. If here, let me pose an example. You're a coach. Okay, you're up 3. There's 5 seconds left. The other team is inbounding it from underneath their own basket. What do you do?
Trust your defense.
Another word, okay. Of course, I know we had this conversation with Heshy Katz, and he was saying, and he's the guru. Heshy Katz is.
What does it say? I'm going to answer. What's that saying?
Those who can, don't do it, and those who can do it, don't say they can't do it, and those who can't do it, and if they can do it, then they shouldn't do it, and if they shouldn't do it, then they wouldn't do it, something like that. I don't know the saying. So you're always a trusted defense. You're like you're like the Lincoln Project of that question. In other words, you're a never fouler, never fouler.
Yeah, well,
no time, no nothing. Different examples. I got never.
Right.
John Calipari, Memphis, 2000, I think 10 or whatever it was, 2009.
Those who can do, those who can teach.
Those who can do, those
Heschel,
who can
Heschel.
teach.
See, he learned that from Heschel.
Is that Heschel?
That's Heschel.
Heschel, good kid, Heschel.
Heschel, yes.
Wow, very good.
Yes.
This is, you see.
But by the way,
what is it, $37,500 education at Heschel?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Yes.
You'll be sending the baby R to.
Baby R is going to public school.
What?
Public school,
Stop!
absolutely.
Hey, stop that!
I'm not getting scammed by yeshiva.
Stop that!
Yeshiva is a scam, and I said it right here on the
Stop that! Stop
Yeshiva is a scam.
Stop
absolutely.
it! No, stop that!
You
stop
educate your kids. If you want your kids to be religious, you want your kids to have a tradition. You do it in the house.
No.
If you don't have it in the house,
stop.
Absolutely not.
No. That's
absolutely. I'm not sending my kids to Heschel with all those progressives and all these
be careful.
Liberated Jews that have nothing but disdain and contempt for the state of Israel. Absolutely not.
I disagree with
you. Absolutely not. The answer is wrong.
No.
Okay. Are we ready to wrap up?
You think your grandfather, Garis Asol, one of the biggest?
My grandfather, my father's father,
yes,
would rather me go to public school than go to Heschel. 100%. 100%. No question about it.
So Maga David.
Absolutely not.
He wouldn't let you go there.
No. Why should I spend $30,000 a year? If probably more. I mean, who in their right mind does it? Oh boy, I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, Yeshiva's great. I'm sorry. Please send your kids to Yeshiva. I remember
last time
Please send your kids to Yeshiva.
Didn't you one time? I mean, during one of my games, you said something bad about a very prominent figure, and I had to go edit it out of a live feed.
It was horrible.
Because I know once you like to go live, you don't like to edit.
Regrettable, detestable. I had to do it. I mean,
why?
I said something regrettable and something detestable, and it was absolutely abhorrent what I said, and it wasn't true, and it came without any. It wasn't done with any malice, but it just was. I libeled somebody, and it was wrong. And like I said, it's over. I mean, haven't been on the airwaves ever since, and
everybody misses you. Right? Oh, when are you gonna?
That's the bottom line.
Everybody misses you broadcasting the games.
It's okay. So now we're reporting live from the Big J.
Oh, everybody agrees with you.
About what?
No yeshiva.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I got the good side of the Mizrach on my side. It's good to have those. Good job. But the bottom line is again, and
Do you think your partner's watching from Florida, or should you want to text him and let him know?
Absolutely not.
Again, how could I ever repay my creator for letting you guys welcome me with open arms?
What I'm happy about is
free Red Bull.
What I'm happy, there's a Red Bull in the fridge.
Oh, great, good. I didn't eat lunch yet. Good. I
know, because you had 3 cookies, so you don't want to lose.
I was 163 this morning. 163 this morning.
Never mind, I'm not going to use it.
Even though I'm walking baby Sonny around the block.
How is that watching somebody, rich people's dogs?
Excellent.
You love the rich people.
Excellent. Who doesn't? I thought I'd lose a half a pound. Nothing. I started running also.
Cardio.
Yeah.
You got nephews that are working out and muscles and all the stuff.
They're busy, man. They're busy.
No. Cardio, man.
It was.
But you like watching it. But if it was Brucey's,
Be careful.
he's always barked at me. And
Right.
But the bottom line is with CM's dog, you wouldn't watch his dog, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're bringing it on live. Annie speaking. I'm gonna help you.
Hello.
I'm finished.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Say hello to your grandchildren. I'm talking to them online.
Beautiful.
Goodbye.
That was the great Ray. All right, so we're going to sign off here for the first part of the Big Jelly podcast and show.
If you want more, let us know, please.
If you want more, please let us know. We're going to come back. We're going to be more organized. This was the pilot episode.
And next time we'll have a not a visitor. Maybe your partner could get on.
Oh, absolutely, he'd be terrific. He's a very, very charming guy.
Okay.
Very, very charming guy.
Okay.
And then we'll bring. Oh, wait, we got a lot of guests coming up there before we close up. Boaz the Yemenite, potentially Joe the Chamois. Who else? Egyptian Sam. Birthday coming up February 11th, number 71. Egyptian Sam was in that crossing. He crossed the canal 1973 on the Egyptian side to cross into Israel. Can you imagine that? Now we're friends. Somebody who crossed the canal. Now we're friends with him.
I think more people looking forward to Boaz.
Well, Boaz will be terrific.
Before he leaves, I know he's going to Israel
Yes. Well, stay tuned. We're going to have a special podcast with Boaz next week, or maybe this week even. We'll see. We'll find out.
Like and subscribe, right?
And subscribe to Big Jelly, man.
No, not you. I need 1,000 subscribers.
He needs 1,000 subscribers.
Please, I want to go for my phone.
I remember everybody. Thanks, somebody happens. Good job, Trick.
Go pick up.